Master, bringing you part 1 of Fossil Fighters Champions. Let's get to it. So this is our first episode in Fossil Fighters Champions, and from this, the second game in the Fossil Fighter series, from Fossil Fighters, there is a big difference. Especially in the way of battling, there is a big difference. So this is the introduction to the game. So we're going to create a new file, and we're going to start with clear data. So that means all of the Vivisaurs at the same rank that I have them in this bottom file here is exactly what we'll have in the new game. So we'll already have all of the Vivisaurs. And also, in Fossil Fighters Champions, there are 50 new Vivisaurs from Fossil Fighters where there were 100. There are now 150. So we're going to start story mode. And also on this Fossil Fighters, you can choose if your character is a boy or a girl, so. And for our icon, we're going to choose this. So then someone named Todd, who was very like Rosie from the last Fossil Fighter, says, "Hey Master, how long are you going to stand around and stare at the scenery, huh?" "Quit stalling and get over here, Master." "People say wild Vivisaurs live up at the top of this mountain." "Come on, we just went over this. A Vivisaur is a dinosaur that's been revived from fossils. Man, I never thought I'd see one with my very own eyes. Now come on, we're not leaving until we get some wild Vivisaurs of our very own. Race you to the top." Then Todd says, "Hey, I don't see any Vivisaurs anywhere. Somebody must have been lying to me." What was that? What's going on?" "I think there's something over there." Then Todd says that's an Allosaurus. "It's gonna eat us." And then some person comes in on a pterodon and says, "Jump on, both of you." "Huh? Get a move on now." But yeehaw, hold on, pards. "Phew, you folks alright?" Then Todd says, "Oh my gosh, you're Joe." "Yep, that's me. Surprised you know my handle, kid." And Joe is kind of like Mr. Richmond from the last game. Then Todd says, "Of course I know you. You're the greatest fossil fighter in the whole world. Your fossil battle skills are legendary. You're Joe Wild West." "I can't believe I'm actually talking to you. This is amazing. I must sound like a real nerd, huh?" "That Allosaurus is madder than a sack full of hornets. We can't let it leave the mountain all riled up like that, or folks will be in a heap of trouble. Ain't no other choice. We gotta subdue the critter in a fossil battle." And Joe says, "How about it, small fry? Think you're up for it?" Then Todd says, "I'll even loan you..." No, Joe says, "I'll even loan you one of my dino medals for the fight. How about it?" Then Todd says, "Ooh, my stomach. It hurts real bad. Must be that rotten banana I ate this morning. Yeah, that's it. I really want to fight, but I don't think I can. So you'll have to fight in my place, master." "Oh, my stomach." "Huh, well, fair enough. Guess I'll be lending you my dino medal instead. I got 4 of them, so just take whichever one strikes your fancy. That one's Aristidon. He's a powerful type that overwhelms foes with his sharp claws. That's a fast-growing, well-balanced vivosaur called a Tobatitantosaur. It's one of your more fashionable types. Now that one's Tinstosaurus. It's a backup type vivosaur that has great support skills. And finally, you got Dimetrodon. It's a tricky technical type that confunds foes with special skills. So now, whichever one of these 4 vivosaurs you choose, Joe will give you will give you that dino medal for the rest of the game. But like I said, we already have all 150 dino medals, so it doesn't really matter which one we choose. And also, this version of Fossil Fighters adds in like videos like what's playing right now, and also it lets Vivosaurs super evolve. So I'll explain more about that when we get close to that point when we have super evolving Vivosaurs. But all of the Vivosaurs that we have are already super evolved that can super evolve. So first, Joe explains how to battle, and this time instead of lowest LP going first, it's the highest speed. And then Joe says Vivosaurs still need fossil power from the last one, and they can only attack once per turn. But now, as you can tell, the battlefield is a lot different. The front 3 places are the attack zone, the back 3 are the support zone, and the escape zone no longer exists. The attack zone is still the same thing, but now you can rotate your Vivosaur so you can have 2 in the attack, 1 in the support zone, or 1 in the attack, 2 in the support zone. Support zone still triggers the support effects, but if a Vivosaur dies and you only have 1 in the attack zone, you do not need 1 in the support zone. And where you place Vivosaurs depends on the range, but we'll talk more about range attacks for Vivosaurs later. Then now the Allosaurus is going to attack. So now we're going to attack Allosaurus again. And it would have defeated him, but that battle you actually don't defeat the other Vivosaur, so. Then Joe says that Allosaurus finally calmed down and went back into his dino metal. Nice job, Small Fry. You did really good. You ran that fossil battle like a pro, Master. You're awesome. Then Todd says, my stomach doesn't hurt anymore. Yeah, well, who cares about that now? Am I right? This Allosaurus was abandoned by some cruel fighter. Reckon that's why he had his shorts in a bunch. Vivosaurs need to be with fossil fighters they know they can trust. If they're abandoned, they go feral and their true nature emerges. That's why I'm here. The Fighters Association asked me to round up rogue Vivosaurs. Ah, shucks, where are my manners? You know this already, but I'm Joe Wild West, and I'm a fossil fighter. And then we introduced ourselves as Master to Joe, and then Todd says, I'm Todd, and Master is my best friend. We always cheer for you on TV, Joe. Our dream is to become great fossil fighters just like you. Ah, shucks, you small fries are gonna make me blush. But y'all ought to aim a little higher. Don't try to be as good as me. Try to be better. Well, I suppose I should think about seeing you two home, but I ain't quite done with my job yet. I've still got one more Vivosaur that needs rescuing, you see. But y'all seem pretty capable, so I trust you can make it home. Bacon, I darn near forgot that dino medal I loaned you. Tell you what, Master, what say you keep it as my way of saying thanks for all the help? Oh man, if only my stupid stomach hadn't started hurting. Listen up, small fries. If you love your Vivosaurs and share their passion for fossil battles, then y'all can accomplish anything. I look forward to the day you both become proper fossil fighters. But for now, I gotta mosey on down the trail. Adios! Well, we just got advice from Joe Wild West himself. No choice now, Master. We have to become fighters. Yeah, I know you want it bad, but not as bad as me. Next time I see Joe, I'm going to be a full-fledged fighter. And then 2 years later, Todd says, I can't believe it's finally gonna happen, Master. My heart is beating like a jackhammer. We're going to be in Joe's very own tournament, the Calistio Cup. All the cool fighters just call it the Cup for short. Joe would be amazed to know we made it through the preliminaries and came all the way here. Hey, I can see the Calistio Fossil Park. That's where the cup's going to be. And then an attendant says, welcome to Calistio Fossil Park, a prehistoric world of dreams, dinosaurs, and adventure. This park was founded by none other than Joe Wild West, the superstar fossil fighter. It is composed of 3 islands, Ribbler Island, Carnal Isle, and Elam Island. Visitors are welcome to excavate fossils and revive as many Vivosaurs as they like. And of course, there's plenty of fossil fighting to be done. But for now, please make yourself at home here in lush green Ribbler Town. And then an announcement comes that says, this is an important public service announcement from Calistio Fossil Park. Registration for the Calistio Cup will be ending soon. Fossil fighters who have not yet registered should enroll at the fighter station immediately. So now we have to head to the fighter station, which is right there. So when we're in there, we'll take a tour of the building and it will be discussed what is in there. So we're going to go into the fighter station. And then a receptionist says, "Hello and welcome. I take it you want to enter the Calisteo Cup? In that case, may I please have your name?" Then the register says, "Thank you very much, Master. The qualification through the preliminaries has been confirmed. Please wait here. Someone will be along shortly to instruct you on our facilities and rules." And then someone says, "Hey there, I'm Stella. I'm the staff leader here on Ribbler Island. You guys just made it in time, but since you did, I'm going to start the tour in the most important place. Right this way, please." "The most important place," Ted says? "What do you think that is?" Then Stella says, "Welcome to the most important place for fighters, the cleaning room. This is the cleaning machine. It carves fossils out of their rocky prisons. And this machine revives Vivsaurs from the fossils." That's some pretty high-tech stuff. Yes, we try to stay up to date. As such, these machines may be a bit different from what you're used to. I'll explain how to operate them now, so please pay attention. So first, let's give cleaning a try. This is a fossil rock. There's a fossil berry inside it. Cleaning is the process of extracting fossils by carving away the rock without damaging the fossil. You can see how well your cleaning is going on the upper screen. If the stone is being carved cleanly, the blue meter will increase from the bottom. If you damage the fossil, however, the red meter will increase from the top. If the blue meter rises above the line, it counts as a successful cleaning. But if the red meter drops below the line, it results in a failure. This is the remaining time. Once it hits 0, and then the rest is basically everything we already know about cleaning. Since the top is a little bit different from the first fossil fighters. So we finished cleaning the fossil and it was cleaned at 100 points. So then Todd says it's his turn now. And then Stella says, "Excellent job, you two. Now let's go revive your fossils." So we revived a Tricera, which is in the first game. And like I said, from the previous times I've played this exact game, we have all of the same exact fossils integrated into all of the Vivosaurs. So normally the body and arms would not be integrated. But since I'm starting from clear data and not from scratch, and also as you can tell right up there, Triceratops is now Hercules because from the previous game I also integrated a miraculous fossil rock which transforms some, but not all, Vivosaurs into new versions. So now we got a Triceratops Dino Medal. So now we'll follow Stella again. And she says, "This way, master." And she says, "The Fossil Stadium is through this door." Fossil Stadium? Ooh, I'm so excited I could puke. And then Stella says, "Yes, let's not try to do that. Our floors are very clean. Anyway, please follow me." So this is the common room into the Fossil Stadium. So the Fighter Station combines the Fossil Center and the Fossil Stadium from Fossil Fighters. So, and then he describes the formation screen. So like I said, this is how you would have one Vivosaur in the attack zone. If there were 2 oranges and 1 blue, that would be 2 Vivosaurs in the attack zone. So now he's going to explain how an actual fossil battle works. So, like I said before, the front 3 are the attack zone, the back 3 are the support zone. So since we had the highest speed, we go first. And in this game, speed is another word for evasion, so. So it's talking about range. There's short range, medium, mid-range, and long range. Long range, it's best to attack from this SZ to that SZ. For a mid-range, you want 2 gaps between your Vivosaur. So, like with Tricera right there, you would want the Vivosaur there. But if Tricera were there, you would want to attack them. And then for short range, you want to attack from that AZ to that AZ. Because that's just the best for a range. And since Tricera is a mid-range Vivosaur, that's why I used him for an example. So now the rotation icons, you can rotate your team now. So when you rotate your team, it costs 5 FP from when you last attacked or the beginning of your turn. So, like, if I did that, which is how I rotated my team, I'd lose 5 FP. But if I rotate it back to where it was, I get that 5 FP back. So then Stella gives us paleo pagers, so it will give us notifications when rounds of the cup are about to begin. And it's saying that the opening ceremony will begin shortly and we should meet outside. So now we're going to head outside. So when we get outside, there are people waiting for the opening ceremony to start. So then there's a big screen and Joe Wild West is saying, "Welcome to the Calisteo Fossil Park. This is where dreams are made. I'm the owner of this here park. The name's Joe Wild West. You fighters will love it here. We've got 3 islands to explore. And now get ready for the surprise. Because I want y'all to know that the champion will get my park. You'll own her free and clear." So let's get battling, folks. The Calisteo Cup is now open. So with that, we will conclude today's episode of Fossil Fighters Champions Part 1. Join us next time for Fossil Fighters Champions Part 2, where our first dig site is unlocked.